Welcome to the 5th week of Business Finance. This week we introduce the idea of risk and return and its mathematical modelling in something known as the capital asset pricing model. This is a useful construct for understanding the relationships between uncertainty as risk and also return. I recommend that as you read through the material on capital asset pricing model, the CAPM, do not be too easily swayed by the elegance of the mathematics and keep a critical eye out, because there are many people who are rather, shall we say, suspicious of the claims made by the CAPM model. What we can say is that CAPM is a useful theoretical model. It's taken very seriously by share markets and investors, and so you'll be able to find CAPM data, especially what's known as beta data, in the publications associated with the various stock exchanges and so on, so you can compare risk and returns using return and beta figures. But this is only an introduction, because there are plenty of exceptions as well. However, you've got to understand the fundamental mechanics before you can look more critically into the exceptions and so forth. As well, we're going to be looking at share valuation, and so we're going to be applying more of the time value of money type of calculations. Take the opportunity to practice these calculations with your calculator, especially financial calculator if you have one, because you'll find the more practice that you do on this maths, the more familiar and almost instinctive it will become, and that will make it easier for you later on, especially in the exam. So don't go slow with this unit, and make sure that you're up with the class. Now, there's a little bit we introduced the idea of international financial investment, and basically introduce the idea of using different currencies. So there's a fair bit in this week. The CAPM model is especially interesting and very, very important. The share valuation model, if you work out what it's really doing, you'll see is actually an application of what should be very familiar maths by now. And of course, the international investment and the doing battle with different currencies is a nice introduction to what can be a far bigger topic, that of international investment, international finance and so on, which can get a little bit tricky, but that's for later on.